Hello everybody. I'm hoping that some of you will come and join me. I've had a few questions pop into my inbox about angelic Reiki healing, and I thought it'd be a good idea just to come and do a live and then keep the video to let people know what it's all about. Hi Jackie. So I'm hoping some of you are going to join me if you want to know what angelic Reiki healing is all about, how it's carried out, and if any of you have got any questions that you'd like to ask me. Hi Jackie, thank you for joining me. Jackie and Jackie. So I'm hoping some people come on and find out what angelic Reiki healing is all about. So if you've got any questions, think of them and I will answer as many as I can possibly answer. See if people join us. Okay, so I've had a few messages sent into my inbox this past week asking about what angelic Reiki healing is, how it works, what happens during a session when I give angelic Reiki healing. So a little bit about what it actually is, what happens between myself and the angelic realm, and then talking about how a healing session is conducted. So angelic Reiki healing is a powerful yet very gentle hands-on healing system that allows high vibrational energies. So, and by energies what I mean is beings of light from the angelic realm to work upon the person who's receiving the healing, their body, their energy, to release any physical, ancestral, emotional, karmic imbalances across all their lifetimes. Hi Vanessa. So across all their lifetimes, all their incarnations, from their ancestors to present time and moving into the future. So how does it work? Unlike traditional forms of Reiki, where the attunements are carried out by the teacher, so if I was to attune somebody else in angelic Reiki healing, I wouldn't attune them personally. It wouldn't be human to human. That attunement would not come from me, unlike traditional Usui Reiki, for example. Angelic Reiki healing, that attunement, that system is done by the angelic kingdom of light, and it's given to each individual by their own healing angel. So when you attune to angelic Reiki healing, be it level 1 and 2 or level 3 and 4, you meet your healing angel, that angel that is going to support you in channeling that high vibrational energy, that beings of light energy, into the person that you're giving the healing session. So within angelic Reiki healing, there is no lineage. So it's not like I was attuned by another human and then I'm going to attune another person. So it's almost, I don't want to poo-poo traditional Reiki because it is a good modality of healing. However, I feel personally, and it's just my personal opinion, that person to person attuning, I feel like there'll be some error along the way. Whereas angelic Reiki healing, when you get attuned, it comes straight from source, straight from the angel. There's no second hand, if that makes sense to you all. And feel free to pop a question in the comments box. So I personally believe that the angelic kingdom, the angelic Reiki kingdom of light, chooses us rather than the other way around. We don't choose them. They choose us to be the person that they will work with to give healing to those that need it. So what happens whenever a healing session takes place? It is the angelic kingdom of light and that dedicated healing angel that would work with me, that is responsible for that healing process. All I do is just hold that space. Think of me as a straw. I am the straw that allows that fluid to flow through. So I am the straw that allows that energy to flow through. I hold that channel and I don't interfere with the process at all. I am just that. Exactly, it comes straight from source, Vanessa. So I'm a funnel. That's all I am. I'm a funnel. The energy pours in from the angelic kingdom, pours through me, and then out through me into the recipient. That's all I am. I'm just the person that holds that energy for that person. It's not coming from me. Yes, I'm connecting with that person with intention to give them the most perfect healing session possible. And yes, I physically connect my aura, my own vibrational energy with them. But when the healing process starts, it is the angelic kingdom of light, the angelic realm, my healing angel that flows that healing that that person needs at that specific time. I don't have to figure out where it's going to go, what needs healing. The angels just do it for that person. Angels know everything about us. They know what causes us sadness, anxiety, worry, our mindsets, and the root cause which we hold deeply suppressed within the cells of our bodies. And the angels know exactly what vibration that we are emitting. Hi, Beverly. So in that sense, these beings of light see us as a body of light, and they work upon our entire energy field, which is often referred to, especially when you are being angelically attuned, your 4-body system. So that's your physical, your spiritual, your emotional, and your mental state. Do you know where it goes if the client asks? Good question. So before an angelic healing session starts, I have a consultation. We talk about why they're here, what it is they want to get out of it. And during that session of healing, sometimes I feel what the recipient is feeling, or I get a sense of where that energy is going. So after the healing session, I may refer to, I felt a warmness around your stomach area, around the heart, around a particular shoulder. I got a sense of this, I got a sense of that. Every healing session, though, is totally different. And it still amazes me now after these years of doing it. Every single session is so different because it's tailor made to meet the needs of that person that's laid on my bed. And so that afterwards conversation is critically important for the recipient to talk back about their experiences, what they felt, what they saw, if they heard anything. Does that make sense, Julie? I hope it does, and I hope it answers your question, because I know it's in the roundabouts. It's, like I said, it still amazes me. Yeah, Fitbit picked it up as well. Jackie's been. It's a very, having an angelic Reiki healing session is a very personal healing moment. And like I said, it covers our 4-body system, that physical, spiritual, emotional, mental state. Good question. Do I stand in one place or move around the body? I sit. So a person will come to me for treatment. They'll lay on my beautiful, you're welcome, Julie. They'll lay on my therapy bed. Pre-COVID, there would have been a blanket and a pillow, and there's still going to be things like that. I'll just need to change those in between people coming for a healing session to make sure it's clean. So you're comfortable. You're laid there on the bed, fully clothed, I hasten to add, on your back, and I get you to lay comfortably with your hands by your side, your legs uncrossed, and I sit at the head of the table. So all I do is I place my hands on your shoulders. I may be drawn to putting them at the side of your head, but mostly it's just on your shoulders. I don't have to move. Again, unlike traditional forms of Usui Reiki, I don't need to, I'm not the person that is giving that healing. It's not my energy. Traditional forms of Reiki use their own energy. It's not my energy. It's the angel energy. And I am just that straw, that channel, that tube for that healing to go through. So all I do is I place my hands on your shoulders, you close your eyes, you listen to some music, and you feel the energy. There are processes that I have to go through as part of delivering that healing energy. I call upon different aspects from the angelic realm, but I don't say anything. So I don't talk to you. You literally just lay there, close your eyes, and Jackie can vouch for that as well. You literally just close your eyes and enjoy 40 minutes of pure bliss. Some people fall asleep. Your stomach will react, and it may come out one way and it may come up as a burp. You may cry. You may be very, very emotional when you come round from a session. You may laugh. You may experience a tickle in the throat, especially when they decide they're going to clear your chakras. And again, you may feel a sense of pressure on your chest when it comes to them healing the heart, and it may cause a little bit of panic, but that soon goes. The rush of energy is totally different. Again, sometimes it comes as a cold rush to start off with. Other times it's a really hot one. And other times it's a really subtle. So to answer your question, Vanessa, no, I don't move around. I don't move around. I don't need to. The angels do it. I'm just that channel. I just make that connection. I hope that answered your question. I know I went all around the block. So, Angelic Reiki, within this system, the healing angels remove all kinds of blockages from our lives, whether it's blockages that have existed from our past lives, and again, it's all across all times, all incarnations. And this healing system really does enable you to be able to move forward with your life. It's bliss. It is bliss. And again, I want to say that every person who comes to a healing session experiences something different. And if you've been for a healing session once, your next experience, your next session will be different. Some people say they see lights. Some people say they see symbols, geometric shapes, patterns, sounds, different tones, words being spoken to them, various healing colours, blue, green, violet, gold, orange, and all again with your eyes closed. Ask Jackie Sanford, ask Jackie Haycock, she's been, and each time, it's totally different. In a physical sense, like I say, you might feel as though the first cleared the blockage and allowed that energy to flow through. Correctly so, Jackie, you're right. You may experience that rumbling in your bubbling in your stomach. You may get a pulsating heart in your heart, a little bit of palpitation, feelings of warmth, and she received a message to let it go. You may feel warmth, you may feel, and again, this is emotional, that extreme feeling of being loved. So you may feel as if you've been wrapped in a warm cocoon with love, and a feeling as if someone is holding you. And I don't know how best to describe it. It is like being wrapped in a warm hug. And again, it depends on every single person. Do you know, Vanessa, it is so relaxing for me as a giver. And it is, yes, it is uncomfortable. Traditional Reiki, moving around that body and standing with your hands in that position can hurt your back, especially if your bed's not at the right level. But for me, and there's no creaky floors either. You know, if you've got a room, my room creaks when I'm doing massages, and at Prominence Pilates, there is a part on the floor as well that creaks in there. So when you're giving a nice relaxing massage, by the way, all my massages have a little bit of angelic Reiki healing in them as well. For me, as the giver, I also receive some healing at the same time, because that healing is going through my body. So I get that and that connectedness with my healing angels and with the different levels of beings is absolute bliss. Yes, Julie, I do distance angelic Reiki as well. I do it via Zoom, so you know that I'm there. So some people say, yes, I do distance angelic Reiki healing. At 9 o'clock, I want you to lay in your bed and close your eyes and feel me giving it. My distance Reiki healing is done via Zoom. So I make a connection with you. We have a chat just to get you relaxed. And then you lay on your bed, your sofa, wherever, as long as it's a nice quiet place that you're not going to be disturbed. Put yourself on mute. You listen to my music. And again, I go through the processes as if I was there. So I allow the angels to put my aura, my energy there with you, so I can channel that healing. And I do have quite a few people that come regular to me for distance healing. So yes, I do distance healing. It doesn't last as long as a normal angelic Reiki session. Usually something between 15 and 30 minutes, depending on how strong that energy is, because it's hard to hold that energy as strong as it is over distances for a longer period of time. So it needs to be done short, because afterwards I am absolutely shattered. So if I do, just pop me a message, Julie, to the page. Just pop me a message. So after I've done sort of back-to-back angelic Reiki healing sessions, even face-to-face, I'm shattered at the end of the day, and I sleep. It knocks me out. It really knocks me out. So yeah, Julie, just pop me a message, my lovely. Again, going back to the sessions, you may feel warmth. You may feel somebody come and hold your hand as well. A slight tickle, a gentle breeze. And again, it really depends on the individual, but there is always, I want to say, a sense of peace and of calm and of love, an unconditional love as well. There is no catch with this feeling of love. So what can it do for you? What can an angelic Reiki session do? Gosh, where do I start? It helps enhance and balance all aspects of your life, and in some parts, transformation. I know when I received my 1 and 2 attunement after that weekend, because attunements take 2.5 days. After that weekend, when I went back into the office, my friends, colleagues there, what have you been doing this weekend, Cindy? You're positively glowing. And I felt so much lighter. And it allowed me to transform and almost, I don't know, come out of the closet, so to speak, with my spirituality and the things that I do. So not a lot of people knew that I read cards, that I was a medium, because I've sort of kept it on the down low, if that makes sense. Even some of my closest friends didn't know that side of me. They always knew that when I gave them a hug, I gave them energy as well. But it wasn't until I was angelic Reiki attuned that I realized that I was already channeling the angels because of my spirituality. It affirmed it to me and enabled me to do it safely. Okay, so it does, it transforms your life. And the change will always be felt somewhere else as well. It's like a ripple effect, is angelic Reiki healing. It helps you shift mental, emotional, spiritual stagnation and strengthens your self-esteem, because it gives you that energy and that confidence inside to be able to move on. One of the most well-known benefits to angelic Reiki healing is it helps you achieve a higher level of mental focus and clarity, so you can see yourself, your life and your path a lot clearer. It helps you improve your sleep, it energizes you, it also eases stress-related conditions. And after an angelic Reiki healing session, because you have made a connection with the angels over the next 4 to 6 weeks, at those moments when you start to feel low, you just close your eyes and ask the angels just to come around you a little bit more, and you almost get a buzz of that angelic Reiki healing being topped up a little, because they're still around you. You still got that connection. And then after 4 to 6, 8 weeks, you can go in for another session and get that bottle topped back up again. Having angelic Reiki healing also gives you a greater awareness of your connection spiritually. It raises your vibration so that you feel good, and it heightens your intuition a lot. You begin to feel loved and supported and guided, and be able to see the magic that you've got in beauty around you, in your life, but also in yourself. I love working with my angels. And had anybody ever said to me, 10 years ago, Cindy, you're going to be an angelic Reiki healer, you're going to work with the angels, even though, I've been spiritual all my life, I'd have gone, really? Really? Not so sure. But when I became angelic Reiki attuned, it was a wake-up moment. It was like, wow, yeah, this is what I should have done ages ago. But way back then, when I did think about being an energy healer, all I saw was Usui Reiki, and I didn't feel it, because I felt that the healing had to be something higher, something better, something stronger. And then my Reiki master just popped up on my Facebook one day, and that was it. I've not looked back since. So I did my 1 and 2, then I did my masters. So I'm now an angelic Reiki master practitioner and able to aid other people to be attuned. Again, I don't attune them, the angels do that. I'm just the facilitator that puts them in that room, enabling them to use their own tools to make a connection with the angels to become angelically Reiki tuned themselves. So I hope that answers some people's questions about what angelic Reiki is and what happens during the session. So after the session, we have a chat, see how you feel. When people come round, I always tap them on the shoulder and say, just open your eyes very slowly, because you do feel a little bit dizzy, a little bit disorientated. You need time to come round, time to ground yourself back again. And that is really, really important. I always say to people afterwards, please drink lots of water. Do not drink alcohol after you've had an angelic Reiki healing session, or caffeine, because it works really quickly. So if you want to have an angelic Reiki healing session, go out and be a cheapskate and have a drink. You'll get drunk really quick. But you will suffer for it the day after. You also may experience a week or 2 after a session changes in your emotion and your mood. That's because the healing is still taking place. Your body is still going through that transformation. So that's one thing that people need to be aware of. You may get a little bit of headache, you may be constipated, or it may be the other way. But again, that's just the energy working through your body to help you be in balance again with yourself and boost your aura. Help put that protective bubble around you and prevent other people's negative energies from unsettling you even further. So, has anybody got any other questions? I'll see if anybody's got Vanessa, it's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, tripping over furniture is not good. You literally sit there, close my eyes, and bring them in. It's wonderful. I will be doing putting on. Yeah. Now, see, that's where I'm talked about that dilution, because you're with traditional Reiki attunement, you're getting the energy of that master, and then you're using the energy of that master and your energy to give to the recipient. So that master's energy has got to have come from somewhere else, So that's where I talk about a lineage. Yeah. Whereas Angelic Reiki is pure. There is no dilution of that energy. And again, if I've had a particularly bad week, or myself, my own energies are blocked, or there's something going on wrong with my body, and then I go in to give a Yuzui healing session, wouldn't that mean that my negative energy, my stagnant energy, then is being given to the recipient? That's how I see it. Whereas if I have had a bad day or a bad week, because I'm just that channel, my own negativity, my own issues stay with me. The angel gives the healing, and at the same time, I get a bit of a clear out as well. So yeah, it's pure. It's from source. There's no dilution at all there. So I will be setting up some Angelic Reiki attunement level 1 and 2 classes. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any this year. I will see. Possibly October. The month has just been popped into my head. I might do that. Again, it's over 2.5 days, so it'll be a half day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and I only have 2 people in my attunements. I don't do any bigger classes than just 2. you seen a bright, that'll probably be, I'm hoping, Archangel Michael. He usually comes as blue, but it could also be Blue Eagle, my spirit guide as well. Thank you, Mel. Yeah, please catch up, have a listen through. So yes, I may do a class in October, so that's £252. You get Angelic attuned to level 1 and 2. You get a master crystal, which is something like this that you can be attuned with, and you get a full manual as well, and obviously my support afterwards. If you then want to move on to level 3 and 4 and become a master practitioner teacher, again, you get attuned to level 3, level 4. So you get 4 attunements altogether if you go the whole process. You will again get another master crystal and a manual and how to teach, how to deliver Angelic Reiki healing. And there are lots of different healing ways in between there. So I can cut cords, so cut ties, cord cutting, let go of past lives, let go of past relationships, that things that are holding you back. I can focus a healing on a particular part of you that you need, but I don't necessarily know where that's going to go until I've made a connection with you. Like I said, yeah, there's all different ways of enabling a healing session to take place depending on what the recipient wants, which is why we have that conversation beforehand. Once I've found that out and then I've made a connection, I will call upon different forms of that angelic healing to be received, and with love and with light. Okay, I think that's all I've got to say on that one. Yes, you would, Julie. You would learn where those cords are cut, and some people actually feel a physical pull, almost like a twang of an elastic band, where they've got to let go of, where that when that release has been cut. So after a session, if I am drawn to do a cord cutting, I would let you know and say, I've been led to believe that there is an emotional tie there because of I don't know, past regrets, past relationship, guilt or about something, because we do carry guilt around with us. Would it override your original one? No, because it's different, Vanessa. So yes, you could still use your Usui traditional Reiki systems if you want, because it's a different modality. Had 467 past lives you need to heal. We can do that. We can do that. Probably not all in one session though, Julie. It's a different modality, Vanessa. So it's two distinct energies. So you would still be able to use your Usui, but if you were attuned to Angelic, you're never going to go back. Honestly, you would never go back. You would then purely do Angelic healing. But yeah, I'm thinking, I'm being shouted again, October for level 1 and 2. And you get a lovely manual as well, and CDs with some music to help you. Yeah, it would take it depends actually. We'd have to see, Julie, but for that sort of healing, that would have to be done person to person, not distance. Distance is a little bit of card. Oh, do you know, Vanessa, I forgot that you'd come for Angelic Reiki healing. Vanessa says she loved my cord cutting and she was bouncing on air when she left the house. Yep, in totally two different, because Usui, you're using your energy, your master's energy. Angelic, it's angelic. It's angelic healing. Any other questions? I just want to hang around and make sure that there isn't before I end the broadcast. Before I stop my live, if I can find my mouse. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Like I say, I've been asked lots of questions about what Angelic Reiki healing is, and I just felt I needed to tell you all. So I hope it's been informative. I will leave the video for people to watch back on replay. It's also being sent to YouTube as well. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for asking those questions. If you've got, Julie keeps seeing white flashes. It's funny because I keep seeing white flashes on the screen as well, Julie. So I'm not exactly sure what it is. Are they like little tiny orby things? I can feel my healing angel with me. He's here on my shoulder. In fact, it was him that told me to do this because I hadn't planned to go live this afternoon. Oh, I'm just being told as well, there are more angel aura pulse oils in the shop as well. I've got Raziel and Zakiel in there as well. You keep seeing flashes as well. I might have to watch it back on replay, although I don't like watching myself back on replay. Okay, my beautifuls, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to have a nice relaxing what's left of Saturday, and then I'm going to do exactly what I told you all to do this morning in my daily card. I'm going to have a nice relaxing Himalayan salt bath later and put my candles on, play a bit of Jason Stevenson and just relax. Total bliss. Make time for me. But I will catch you all tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for my daily guidance live. I'll see you all then. Thanks again for joining me. Bye for now.